Yes, John.
Thank you, Dan.
All right.
Thanks for yesing me.
You, anytime, my friend. Now.
Okay, how about now?
Yes.
Thank you.
John, anytime.
How about now?
Yeah.
Okay, not now.
Our guest this evening is a very funny gentleman, also a successful producer in the city who's put on a number of large shows, which can definitely be a tough thing in a small market. So kudos to him. Let's bring him out right now. It's our friend, Jared Story.
Woo! Yeah. All right.
Hey!
Coming.
Hey!
Let's see.
Oh, Jared.
Oh,
Yeah.
that goes back a long way. Whatever.
Jared.
Hey.
We go back a long way.
Yeah, well, don't we all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We are friends.
I just met you guys. Whatever.
Not whatever, Jared. We got a big history to make.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, so why don't we start with your life? How is it going?
How's it going?
Yeah.
It's all right. I'm all right. How are you?
I'm also not bad.
Just not
Weather's
bad.
kind of bad, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Why did you do that motion under the table?
I don't know. That was like but more
Oh,
of a,
so, yeah. It was weird.
like
that's 2 weeks in a row I've done that now.
That's
I'm not
it's snow. Yeah, I get it. Like that's God's. Anyways.
that's God's what?
It's God's
Yeah.
anyway.
Oh, no. Okay, forget I see. Why'd we do that?
Did you
Okay,
blank out everything there? No, really.
so Jared,
Yeah.
how is the world of stand-up these days? You're in the thick of it, shall we say?
Yeah. No. In Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know about any other cities.
Okay, well, we'll start with what you know.
Yeah, Winnipeg's good, man.
Good.
It's great. Winnipeg's got a great stand-up scene. You guys like Winnipeg stand-up? Yeah. See?
Great.
They know.
Show is made by
Everyone knows, but you had to ask.
Sorry. No, seriously though, like you've put on what 5 now, or this will be the
This
fifth,
will be the 5th one.
large shows that have
Yeah.
had sellout crowds. Which I mean, having done stand up myself for a number of years in Winnipeg, I know that can be a super difficult premise to sell out a theater.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Like that local comics get to sell out a theater.
It's totally weird.
I didn't
and
think it
you've
was
done
gonna happen.
a number of times.
And then it
now.
happened a few times. I don't know. It's just I think it's catching on. You know, there's a good there's like a groundswell. That's a word I just learned.
Good.
Groundswell. I thought I'd throw it out
Yeah.
there.
Where'd you learn it?
It's a long story, but I
He's a writer though, so he knows a lot of words.
yeah, I remember.
Thanks, drunk uncle.
No, not your uncle.
No, it's burgeoning. That's another word I learned
Yeah.
recently.
Where'd you learn? Okay, let's just get through this
Yeah.
sentence.
Well, we're getting a weird loop here.
But yeah, so you've noticed that people are starting to take notice of the stand-up.
Oh yeah, because there's like stand up every night in the city now. Like when I first started, like I started a long time ago. Like it was too long ago. Like, and I'm not where I probably should be. but like when I started, there was nothing.
Right.
Like zero. Like there was like you get a show like once a month. You know, there'd be like a little showcase thing. But
Did you
now
ever do the solid gold shows?
I
back
never
in the day?
did those because
Oh, man,
I
those were-
knew that was a horrible concept.
Yeah, that was like a black hole
They had,
for comedy.
do you guys know what Solid Gold is? Or I don't know if it's still
No,
a place. It was a strip club.
That's
And they're
where-
like, let's do
yeah.
comedy because that'll work. You know? Because there's a bunch of guys there that want to see comedy.
I remember one time I hosted that show, and I came out and I put a blanket down, and then I stood on it, and then I said there were 2 guys in the audience who looked rough, and I said, "Hey, I bet you guys were expecting girls who would take their clothes off," and then one of them just went like this to me,
Oh, like he's gonna,
Yeah.
like he's gonna
like he was
kill you.
gonna kill me. Yeah.
Oh man.
And then I was like, "Ha."
Yeah.
It's not that it used to be called the Gentleman's Club before
Right.
that, and I went there once because I'm a gentleman. And the stripper threw a frisbee.
At you?
Yeah,
Or
and I
just
caught
out
it. And I,
there? Yeah.
well, oh man, I didn't expect to talk about this.
Well, you brought it up.
No, it was weird because me and my buddy were drinking somewhere else, and then we went to we're like, let's go to the Gentleman's Club because, as I mentioned, we were gentlemen.
Oh,
and
is
we
that a gym? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So we went in there, and everybody in the front row were all in wheelchairs. Yeah, and then
Nothing wrong with that.
I think
right?
Jägermeister had sponsored the night because they're a classy organization, and the strippers were throwing like frisbees with Jägermeister on it into the crowd, and one of them they threw it to the guy in the wheelchair. But these guys can't move a lot, and it hit his chair and just fell on the floor. And I grabbed it and I went out. I was like, yeah, I got a frisbee. My work here is done. So, you got any other questions?
Like I had to like preface that they couldn't move very much just for you to grab the.
Well, they can move their some of them can move their arms and stuff. You know, there's different
okay,
kinds. There's different kinds. You
No,
gotta,
I know. You're not wrong.
Yeah. No, exactly. I'm just stating a fact.
Of course. Right.
Yeah.
This is a very factual show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all for people in wheelchairs, by the way.
Good.
As I mentioned before, though, Jared's a writer too, not just a comedian.
That's right. Yeah.
And you've interviewed a lot of, pretty big name people. Are there any like interesting stories about like someone, like super interesting that you want to like tell the people?
About that?
Are you a writer as well?
Not a good one.
Super interesting.
Well, who's like the most,
Biggest name?
just like the one that you were most interested in?
Oh.
Like I know you've interviewed Norm Macdonald or,
Yeah.
other
What's another one, John?
comedians.
I've interviewed Norm Macdonald, and that's about it.
No, pretty much any act. You're a culture
You know what was the
reporter.
coolest actually? It was Juliette Lewis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. I just kind of think she's hot. And I interviewed
Yeah.
her. That's all there really is. I think she's hot.
Oh.
You guys like her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
I don't have a lot of stories about that kind of stuff.
Really?
too
Okay.
no, it's boring because I just talk to them on the phone because it's always in advance.
How do you know they're hot though?
Because I saw her in the movies.
Oh, okay.
She's a big name, star.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Anyways,
So you have a show
Good
coming.
question, though.
No, well, I thought it might lead to something, but it didn't.
So you have a show coming up soon.
oh yeah, so excited about
Why
it.
don't? Yeah. It's another one of the showcase shows.
Yes, just like the last ones. Well, what happens is there's I pick 6 of my favorite local stand-ups. And, some people have been on the show once or twice, but I try to get somebody new because there's always people coming up. And should I say who's on it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, the winner, the big name, is the winner of Winnipeg's Funniest Person with a Day Job that Chad didn't win.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
right.
Yeah, Chad did win. Yeah.
Chad is one of the members of the show. He
Yeah.
also did some warm-up
But
tonight.
there was lots of funny people in this show.
One might say it was not prize-winning, I suppose, just because he didn't win a prize. That's the only reason you would say that.
Oh, it's Chad. Come on.
What is? I don't know what you mean by that, though. That
No,
could
I mean,
go
like-
either way, you know.
No, he's great.
Yeah, he is great.
Yeah, he was on the show.
But he didn't win a
previously.
prize yet on that day.
Can I say who's on it?
I'd love you to do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Tyler Penner. He won the Funniest Person
Yeah.
of the Day Job
Also, that was
contest.
T-Pain.
And he's so funny. He's like the funny, and you know how sometimes there's comics that's only the comics like, and then sometimes there's comics that all the people like. But all the people like him, and all the comics always watch his set because he's so super funny. And so he's on the show. And Amber Daniels, she's in the audience right now. She's in the show.
Yep.
Give a hand for her. And she's super funny. And she's kind of new to Winnipeg. She's not new to Winnipeg. She's new-ish. I think she lived here before. Amber, I don't know your situation. Whatever. And old ball coach, I think he used to sit right here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Ben Walker.
right here.
Yeah. And he's a dick, but that's okay. And no, he's
Good
cool.
dresser, snazzy
Great
dresser.
dresser.
Yeah.
Great dresser. Big dick. You could. I don't know how that was supposed to
I don't know
sound.
what you mean by that.
Yeah.
Anyways, who else is on the show?
There's other people.
Good.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good show.
It's a great show.
Yeah.
Sounds
That's
great.
all you really need to know.
For people who would like to attend the show, where can they get tickets? Where can they find the show?
You can get tickets. It's at the Park Theater on December 13th. It's a Saturday night, so that's a good night of the week. That's why I
Yeah.
picked it. I think that's the best night
It's
of the
like the
week.
coolest night.
It is the coolest
Some
night.
cool stuff happens.
Yeah.
A lot of crime.
Really? Well,
It's a good night to rob.
John knows about stealing too. That goes back seasons. Anyway.
yeah, it's on the 13th of December, and it's $10 whole. You get 6 comics plus whatever I do, and then
Mutual love.
you can get tickets at the Park Theater at ticketfly.com, And I think they're also available at Music Trader or from any of the comics on the bill.
Very nice. Well, thank you very much for stopping by. Jared
thanks a
Story,
lot, man.
everybody. We'll be back with Atlas.
He didn't rap.